I'll get it. Let me grab Ellen's phone. 1 second. There you go. I can't see you there. Ellen just made a wonderful pollo asada dinner, free football going on in the background. Hey, everybody, how you doing? The kid in the house. Then Julian, Bradley Jones, Doris loves KENO. My Goombas, Chris and Vance Grady. We'll be here shortly with our guests, the KENO Warriors. Then Julian's in the house. Diana Boyd. Bradley, what's up, man? Bradley's awesome. Everybody's awesome. Mima, hugs Mima. Roseanne T. Thanks for coming out on an NFL opening day Thursday. David H. This will be a fun one. We got a couple of lovebirds here that had in their notes. They told me I can't wait for them to tell you their story, how they met, and their versions of it because it's different. Their versions are a little different, so it should be fun today. And then on Sunday, don't forget Sunday we have Jackie from Slot Gypsy Travel, and then next Sunday we got Rainmaker, and I won't spoil the fun, but it's gonna be a blast. So. We have a video coming out tomorrow. It's part of the run we've been on. Don't miss tomorrow. It's going to come out 8:00 my time, but it's three caveman KENO hand pays all in the same video, all in 2 days. So a lot of fun. And then the video after that, Ellen hit 5 majors in 2 days. So been crazy the run we're on right now. So it's kind of nice taking the week off and not worrying about it. We paid off. We have a big one, and I kind of mentioned it in the video, but I don't say what it is. But Ellen hit a monster. I'm gonna watch Doris Loves KENO. Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, so we got so much fun stuff coming out for you guys to see. Appreciate the 13 in the room already. It's gonna be tough tonight. We got football going on. Everybody loves the football. I have the running back for the Chiefs, Pacheco, on my fantasy team, and I have the Chiefs kicker, Butker, come kicking tonight. So, and I actually kind of want the Lions to win because, as a lifelong Charger guy, that's not really a Charger guy anymore. Always grew up to not like the Chiefs. So we're just waiting for our guest to check in. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Another fun live. Brian was solo. And there we go. Right there. Perfect timing. Oh my gosh. Let's go. I hit an ad. There they are. Can you hear me?
What's up, James? Yeah. Can you hear us good?
We can't hear you. You have no sound on yours.
Oh, no.
Are you on? What are you using? Your phone or your iPad, or what are you using? You're frozen right now. David H. Game 7 on my 4th beer. Yeah, you guys are frozen, Warriors. Oh, plugged in my earpiece. That's no wonder I can hear you. There, I can hear you now. I didn't have my earbuds in. That's silly. That's how good of a host I am. I didn't have my earbuds in.
Oh, okay.
We were talking football and training. Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing well. I've been looking forward to this all week. I can't wait until the how you guys met thing because your versions are a little different. So we're gonna jump right in. Let's thank everybody in the house. It's been so fun. It's gonna be a little light, but there's gonna be a lot of watchers later on. But it's because it's NFL football opening night tonight. So
Yeah.
So it's the KENO Warriors, and it's Felix and Valerie. And Felix, you grew up on the west side of Denver. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I grew up in the west side of Denver. I grew up poor, so that's because I grew up in the projects, and I was raised by my mom, and I got one twin brother and four sisters.
Wow.
And yeah,
busy mom. Let's honor. What's your mom's name? Let's honor her tonight.
Sally.
How you doing? How you doing, Sally? And then your siblings' names?
I got a twin brother named Phil, and then I got an older sister named Julie,
Yeah.
and three younger sisters. One named Mary Sue, Yvette, and Nikki.
What are they all up to nowadays?
They're all doing good. They just raising their families and taking care of their kids, I guess. And
Okay. That's awesome. And then Valerie, I never heard of this town before. Wheat Ridge, Colorado?
Wheat Ridge, Colorado. Yeah, that's where I grew up.
What is that near Denver?
Well, kind of, yeah. Denver, Arvada. Heard of any of those? Broomfield.
I've heard of Denver.
it's like 15 Denver. It's not far.
Oh, okay. So it's a suburb.
Yeah.
And you're the oldest, huh, Val?
Yeah, I'm the oldest of two. I have a sister, and unfortunately, my little brother passed away in a accident in Moab.
So sorry.
Yeah, so
sorry
it's
about
me
that.
and my sister. Yeah.
Okay. What's your sister's name?
Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly, and then let's honor your mom and dad. What are your mom and dad's names?
Carla and Frank.
Carla and Frank. What did they do growing up?
My dad is a retired Denver sheriff.
Oh, thank him for his service. I have two brothers that are both retired police officers, so I can appreciate it very much.
My mom, district attorney's office, so that's where they met. She was a paralegal assistant at the district attorney's office, and he was the sheriff walking around. And
walked in and said, "How you doing?"
Yeah.
I forgot to ask Felix, what did your mom do other than raising a lot of kids by herself and being a great mother, a single mom?
Yeah, she didn't. We grew up on the system, so she didn't work. We just grew up.
Okay. Yeah, but you became quite a successful guy. So you helped. Before we get into the sports stuff, you helped your family business. Is that right?
Oh yeah, it wasn't my family business. It was one of my friend's family business. It was called PDQ, which stands for Pretty Dang Quick, and it was a courier service. And
okay,
worked there for about 16 years. And then when the pandemic had happened, I mean, they were forced to close down, and so I had to find something else to do. So I've been doing the gig economy. I just recently got on with Amazon, so all the packages you guys order, I'm the guy who delivers them.
He touches them first, guys. So be nice to the Amazon folks.
Yeah.
And then Valerie, you're in the healthcare profession.
Right. I've been a medical assistant going on 24 years now at the same pediatric office.
With children.
With children, yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm now the nursing supervisor there. So I've moved up, and that's where I've been for 23 years.
That's awesome. I mean, I've been saying this every time you're born and then you pass away, and the million paths we take to find, first of all, to find each other for you guys. I'm going to get it before we leave the Denver area. Congratulations to your Nuggets.
Yeah, for sure. About time. 47 years. Yeah,
man,
nice.
Because they are a fun team to watch. They got all those skill guys. You got Jokic, who can do anything he wants to do on the basketball court.
Yeah,
your guards are awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I feel like I don't know because I mean we hear our local broadcasters here, and of course they're all supported the Nuggets, but it seems like they didn't get no respect in the like everywhere else. You know what I mean? So it was nice to win the championship.
Yeah, because you look at the Broncos have won championships, but no other team in the professional ranks, hockey and all these. Well, the Avalanche. The Avalanche. I'm sorry.
Actually, Avalanche won 2022 and Nuggets 2023, so we had back-to-back parades, which was really nice.
I'm still in a sports town that has won nothing in San Diego. We've done nothing. We have we have a minor league hockey team that is actually pretty decent. They belong to the Ducks. And we have a minor league soccer team that belongs to, I don't know, whoever. And they've won some small things, but that doesn't count. So our Aztecs made the national championship game this year and lost in the final. So we hang our hat on being the other team in the finals. That's all we've ever done so far in sports. So we do not like the Broncos.
So you're a Chargers fan, right?
I was a Chargers fan. I had season tickets for 17 years. And they lost a tough playoff game to the Patriots, and our kicker went 1 for 5, and we lost by 3. And then
Wow.
I said, okay, now the next year they were the best team in the AFC again and lost to the Jets 17-14. Our kicker went 1 for 5, lost by 3. And I go, Ellen, I'm not buying tickets again. It's very expensive. And so she surprised me. She renewed my tickets behind my back. And then they lost to the Jets again by 3. The kicker went 1 for 4. And I go, I'm done. And then the next year they left. So
Yeah.
I don't cheer for them. I don't boo them. I just don't have any feelings about the Chargers anymore. They're an LA team. You know, and an LA team is kind of anybody anti-San Diego is also anti-LA if you're a San Diego fan. So we're not a big Dodger crowd. I hate the Giants. You know, the Rockies. You know, the Rockies knocked us out of the playoffs one year. So
Well, I know for Rockies. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, but we're also season ticket. We have Broncos season tickets.
Do you really?
Her dad been having them for 30 years, and
Oh, that's awesome.
her sister does not like to go to the games. So me and Val are spoiled. We go to every single home game.
That's awesome.
It's
So
pretty
were you
nice.
there during the LA years and when they were winning, or you were young?
I was
No.
too young for
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my brother. My brother was around then, and he was going with my dad at
Yeah.
the time. So
And that guy's name is all over Denver. He owns car lots and gas stations, and doesn't he own everything?
Yeah,
steakhouses.
steakhouses,
Mhm.
car
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, he's everywhere.
Keno Kid, go Cubs, go!
Go Cubs. Go.
Yeah.
Keno
So
Kid.
yeah, there's a lot
Keno Kid
Queens in the house. Keno Kid in the house, Queens. We got so many people. So DJ Starman's in the house. So fun. All right. Now I read because you put in your notes. First of all, how did you meet?
We
Hmm.
we met at the club. We met at the club. There was this group of girls that had been going for a couple of weeks. We would always go to this same club. It was called Teddy's Nightclub.
All right.
And there was these girls all the time. And one week, I would say, I mean, we go to the same spot every Saturday. So these same girls would always go. And then one time they brought this really, really, really super fine chick. And it was Valerie. Yeah, and I seen her because all the other girls that was in that group, they were just average. They were cool though. They were cool,
Yeah.
but none of them was really like cute or my type or anything. But so one time they had Valerie with them, and when I first seen her with them, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her.
In
And
your notes, you said love at first sight.
yes, I seen her and I was like, oh my god, she is. I said I was gonna get her. I was like, I'm gonna get that one. So, anyways,
It wasn't easy.
it wasn't easy because
That's my next question. Because Valerie said she played a little hard to get.
Yeah.
Or did Felix say that?
No, yeah, no. She did play hard to get. Like I would try to talk to her, and my friends, even to this day, they're like, "Oh, remember when you met Val and you used to follow her all around in the club and this and that?" Like, I really did it, but they always say that. So, anyways, I would.
So I'm going to ask you. Felix put in the work, but I'm going to ask Valerie. What worked that got you to hang out with Felix?
The alcohol.
So he got better looking the more you drank, or is that how it worked?
Well,
Yeah, he was kind of short. He was short. I had heels on all the time. He was kind of short, and I said,
That's hilarious.
He's too short for me. So he said he sent his friend over and told him, "Tell her I'll drink milk." So he must have drank milk. I quit wearing heels.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so just one night, her cousin came up to me and said, Valerie wants to kiss you. And then, so
oh my
she
gosh.
wanted to kiss me. So I went and I kissed her. And ever since then, she's been mine. So got her.
Well, it's working. 15 years, right?
Yeah, 15 years.
That's awesome. And you have 4 children, one together. And then it looks, it said Valerie, the family joined together with 3 from your previous.
Yeah, I have 2 boys and 2 girls. Well, 2 girls. Yeah, 2 older
Wow.
boys, age 30 and 21. And then
Valerie, you don't have a 30-year-old child. You do not have a 30-year-old child. Valerie, you do not. You're so young looking.
Thanks. Yeah, he just turned 30 this year. He had his big 30th birthday party. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I had the luxury. I got to meet you guys for the first time at KenoNation 5. It was so fun.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys were so fun that night. And it was really cool. And then we got to honor your kids. Now, what are your 4 kids' names?
Jesse is my oldest.
Okay.
Dominic, Isabella, Phoebe, and Phoebe is the baby.
Phoebe's the one that you guys have as co-parents there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll be 13 in November.
So let's brag about them. What does your oldest do?
Jesse, he actually just started his own mobile RV service. He's been working for RV company, just as a foreman at an RV company for over 10 years. And he decided to move out and do things on his own, and he's doing really well with that.
Is Colorado a big RV kind of community state kind of thing?
Yeah, there's RV places
everywhere.
all over the place.
Camping all the time. There's hunting now coming up, so there's almost all year round, I would say, with people hunting and then going up to the mountains for snowboarding and
Are you guys centered in Denver now? After you grew up in Denver, but are you centered in Denver now?
Well, we live in Arvada right now. It's like I said, it's like 20 minutes from Denver, so it's just a little suburb of Colorado.
I've been to Denver one time. It's kind of a funny story, but best. We went to Denver. We were driving to Minnesota to visit some of my family, and Ellen went to this. She wanted to go to this Norwegian heritage thing in Decorah, Iowa. This is in a small podunk town. But we stopped and got tickets to the Rockies game. Coors Field is, if you've never been to Coors Field, it's an amazing place to watch a ball game. Especially the scenery, the skyline around the stadium is beautiful. And we go there, and an hour before the game, it is not a cloud in the sky, and they're playing the Reds that night. And 5 minutes before opening pitch, it rained. It rained like I'd never seen before, and the field was a lake. And they had ironically, the only game that got rained out the entire season was the game I was at. It's like I can't believe it. And does the weather typically change that drastically in Denver?
Yeah, the weather here is pretty crazy. It was like a blizzard from like 7 a.m. to about 10 in the morning, and then the afternoon was like 70 degrees. So it's crazy over here. It's always changing.
Yeah, it could snow tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be 90 the next day.
So. 90 degrees the following day, and it'll all.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. So Arvid, you said, is a suburb. Is it like a small town feel? Is it a little?
No, it's big. It's like it's pretty big. Yeah, it's not a small town here.
Yeah, it goes pretty far west towards the mountains. So Arvada's pretty big.
Okay. And because you got to go to the football games, because that place is pretty cool too. Mile High Stadium, one of the old classics. Has it been upgraded?
Yeah, it's did they change the name? Invesco Field right now.
That's right, Invesco.
It was Mile High, and they redid it how long ago?
Everybody calls it Mile High still, so that's what we just call it. Everybody calls it Mile High. But it's from Arvada, it's about a 20-minute drive to the stadium. So
I love downtown. We were down at when they were there. We were all day. They have that kind of the touristy area that the buses run for free. Do they still run for free in that little the shopping
Street Mall? Yeah, 16th Street downtown. So the shuttles go all the way from one end to the other end. So it's pretty cool down there.
DJ Starman says he lived in Greeley, Colorado when he was younger.
Oh wow! So he was he's up north. He was up north then. So probably when he lived here, that's when the Broncos, they used to have their training camp up in Greeley.
Oh, okay.
Now they moved down south to Centennial. So
Sylvia P says you guys look like a lovely couple.
Cool, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're gonna do. What's it look like? Care office manager, 2 years. I'm getting notes so fast. Okay, I want to get into this. You guys say, because you make the yard sale runs. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I love yard sales.
There's a term that I've seen on some of the YouTube videos. Are you guys arbitragers? You buy to sell? Is that how that works? Or
we resell stuff. Yeah, like we both have online stores. Mine's is more of a toy store. I just find a lot of toys from when I grew up, like the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah,
and I buy them. I try to get them for cheap as I can, and then resell them for at least double. And then Val,
we want to promote your channels. What is the name of your online store?
It's we're selling on Macari. It's kind of like eBay, but it's called Macari. It's kind of a smaller one. So I'm not sure if anybody's ever even heard of
Bradley is
it.
Bradley is a mod extraordinary. He's great at finding things. So on Macari, the name of your store is what?
Mine's is Real Deals Deals.
Real Deals Deals.
Yeah.
Now, Valerie, do you share the same store name, or you guys work out of that one store? Do you have your
Mine
own?
is my own. Mine is. I think mine's just Val.
Hers
I
is
think
just
mine's just
Val.
Val. So you got to look at Val on Macari, and I just sell all kinds of stuff. But a lot of stuff I do sell is like Phoebe. Phoebe every other year she'll grow out of something, like whether it's her
Ah,
clothes. Like just now, she just grew out of all her playing with Barbie stuff. So I put all that Barbie stuff on Macari, and it sells. So it's like reselling that stuff. So she sold her Barbie dream house, her Barbie cars, her Barbies, Barbie
wow.
accessories.
Well,
Just with
it's the
that
Barbie
new
season this year because the Barbie movie
right,
came out,
right.
and it's the #1 movie in the country, which is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that's really cool. What are some of the cool like turnaround items that you've gotten and then turn around for like huge profit?
One of my cool ones is I found it at a ARC, which is like a thrift store. I always go and look at the toys. I found they had these there was like 4 or 5 little figures. I didn't even know what they were, but I knew they were all the same. And it ended up being they were characters from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So I
Mm.
bought the whole little bag for $4 and I put it online and I sold it for $82. So it was an
Oh
amazing
my gosh,
profit.
what is that?
Yeah,
2,000%. What is that? That's four
yeah,
to
that's a
eighty.
good
Yeah,
rate. Yeah, it was
that's a pretty
awesome.
good deal. What's the biggest value thing you think you've turned over?
Oh, my biggest sale probably was well, my stuff is pretty much probably like around. I don't really have that many expensive items. My most expensive thing on there I have is this. It's brand new in the box, and I actually got it from her dad because they used to buy stuff and never even open it. I guess, but
Mm.
it goes in your car, PlayStation 2 with the TV screens and everything.
Oh
And
wow.
I got that on there listed right now for like $400. And her
Okay.
dad just gave it to me, so that's cool. But what about yours, babe?
I found this Stetson hat at the Goodwill.
Cowboy
It
hat.
was a cowboy Stetson hat. Bought it
Mm.
for probably like $1.50. I just sold it for $150.
Wow.
So that was a big
1,000%.
profit. Yes, that was
A
a really,
thousand
really
percent.
big
That's
Yeah.
profit.
awesome.
So all the money we make from doing that, that's what we use towards mine and her vacations.
That's
Because
the
I
way to do
mean,
it.
yeah,
So your clientele pays for your time off.
Right.
yep,
Yep.
yep.
That's how you do it.
We
How
save
long
for
you
them
guys been
to
doing the
visit.
arbitrage? Do you guys call yourself arbitragers or arbitrage? Or that's the
No, I
cool
just say
term.
retailer.
You're
Yeah.
just resellers.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been doing it for about a year and a half,
Yeah.
and I'd
I
say
know.
in a year and a half. Well,
I'm at
we
$8,000 on my Mercari. Over
Oh my
$8,000
gosh.
selling
yeah.
my
So
stuff.
and you know what? I tell her I'm like, you want me to help you get a sale? You want me to teach you?
I need to teach
But
him
she
how to
needs to
do
teach me because she's ahead of me by like $1,000 and 100 sales. So I have a total of like 500 and something sales, and I'm at like around. I'm pretty close to $7,000. And like I said, when I look at her, she's making more money and more sales than me. But I only sell toys. She sells purses and shoes and
Yeah.
clothes and toys and everything. I
stuff that
just
I don't want anymore. So instead of like say we
Yeah.
have a yard sale, I put it on Macari. Like I have guest purses, I have guest stuff that I don't use anymore. A lot of people like clothes that Phoebe is growing out of. So I'll put like
Yeah.
10 pairs of little shorts that don't fit her anymore and just sell them. And it
Because even
just
though your clients are still getting a deal,
right.
they're
oh
not
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
paying full
yeah.
price. You paid your minimum, but they're not paying full price. It's a win-win in those situations.
Right. And it's
But
stuff that
you
we're just
turned over
gonna get rid of.
15 grand. That's some awesome.
Yeah, together. Yeah, and
Yeah.
see, like you said, they're still getting a good deal because some people out there are collectors and they're looking for a certain item or a
Yeah.
certain toy that they don't have.
Yeah.
And I mean, they'll and see how it works is you put your price on there, and they could send you an offer, and you decide if you want to take that offer or not.
Yeah.
So most of the times they'll send an offer, and if it's good enough, we'll take it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
My
it's pretty
son,
cool.
my son does that with. We turned our garage into a gym for. He was kind of a workout nut, and he bought his all the rack, the dumbbells, the bench, the whole thing, filled the garage with gear at a wholesaler, and then turned around, worked out for a month, sold it all for twice what he paid for, and then reloaded the gym again, and he kept the extra money. Right?
Yep.
It's amazing what people will pay or what people will buy because you never know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You never know. If you put it out there, like I sold all my Charger stuff. Ellen said, I go, just get rid of it. So she put it on eBay. And there's a shirt that's been sitting on eBay for like 5 years. It's still on sale on eBay. But she sold, I had old helmets and jerseys and replicas, this and some real like Dan Fouts and telling like authentic what's the name? Henrich and Company jerseys, like the deal. And they sold for pretty good money. My biggest on eBay one time, I got a handful of tickets to the Holiday Bowl. It was Cal versus Texas. And I got them for nothing because somebody gave them to me. And I sold them in one day for $1,300 because the guy really wanted to go to the game. So I overnighted at his house and he overnighted me the money. And I'm like going, I made $1,300 and it cost me, it's like crazy. I said, dude, I'll drive him to your house for $1,300. So one of the craziest stories about a buddy of mine used to do, he was into Hot Wheels and bicycles. And he had an eBay page called Old Time Bikes. And he used to collect Hot Wheels. They called red lines, where they're the old school 70s, where they first started to make them. And there was a lady on eBay said, hey, my dad used to run a 76 station. I have 13 cases of Hot Wheels unopened. I don't know what they're worth. Who wants them? And he goes, I'll be right there. And he paid $3,000 a case. And she says, is that a good deal? Well, I'm giving you $33,000. And when he sold them for $30,000 a case. He made $330,000.
Wow.
And some guy in Massachusetts bought them all, and he says, it's so much money. He flew them with them. He flew in cargo. He flew them to Massachusetts. The guy bought them cash money for Hot Wheels because he ran a camera inside the seams of the boxes and found all these very rare. They're called red line cars. I'm not sure if you're into Hot Wheels or not, but they have a red line on the bottom of the car. They're rare, and the boxes were loaded with them because they were from the 70s. You got a Hot Wheel. Every time you fill up your gas tank, they give you a Hot Wheel. And 11 cases and he made $300,000. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. Actually, this weekend I had this guy call me, and he was selling a bunch of toys, and he just wanted $40 for all of them. And he said there was speaking of Hot Wheels, he gave me this Hot Wheel. It's in a bag and everything, and has this little card on it. It's supposed to be one of the first 16 Hot Wheels ever made. It's pretty beat up. It's missing a wheel, but I haven't posted it online yet. But I gotta do some research on it and see if it really is.
Wow.
But I ended up buying like 6 boxes of toys off him. One of them was all Transformers, and that was my latest sale. I posted them for $80. No, I posted them for $100, and this guy offered me 81, and I took.
Okay.
Just from that
shit. That's awesome. I think it's such a fun thing for you guys to do, right?
Yeah.
Kind of nice bonding thing. You get out there and you do your thing and make money, but it gives you time to go hang out. And you probably got your radar on when you go to yard sales. Your radar is always on, looking for something, right?
For now, yep.
Yeah. Listen, shout Misty Mitch from the Philippines. One of my viewers from the Philippines. Hi, Misty. How are you? Ed the mailman gave a comment. I got to read it because he said he went and played on his lunch break today. He went and played KENO, and I got to make sure I read this thing because it's huge. He said, hey, Bubba, rang the bell at lunch break today. 7 out of 7 on Old Reliable and 2 6 spots and 3 5 spots, 9 hits in the bell. $800 max on a $2 bet. He made a bunch of money on lunch break and then went back to work.
Wow.
Great job, Ed the mailman.
Yeah.
Spanish in the house. Who's this? Isabella, my parents are the KENO Warriors. Oh, my God. Your daughter's watching.
Oh, my God.
Hi, Isabella. That's so cool. Your parents are awesome, Isabella. And I know you know that already.
It's funny.
Yes.
Now you're more nervous that your daughter's watching now than you were when you're talking to me, right?
Yeah, she's the crazy one. She's the 18-year-old daughter. She's crazy.
We kicked her out of her room. We're actually in her room because
is the Wi-Fi better in her bedroom than it is in the bedroom?
We had to kick her out of the room to do that.
So not only do you guys do that, but you also do custom shirts.
Yeah.
You guys are busy.
I made this one right here. This Warrior shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, we got into it about a year ago. I mean, thing is we only social media we do is just the YouTube. That's it. We don't have Facebook. We don't do anything else. But we make shirts for like my daughter Phoebe. She plays softball. We made shirts for their team a couple times.
Nice.
They're the Wheat Ridge Warriors. So we do like that, and then for family and stuff, we've been doing it for about a year, and it's just another source of extra income that we do too. So
We did pretty good when the Nuggets won, so we made a bunch of Nuggets.
Oh my God, what a great idea! Yeah.
With that too.
yeah, when the
Yeah.
Nuggets won the championship, I mean, every block there was people selling
Yeah.
T-shirts. So we just jumped on the bandwagon and we sold some too. So
Did you make
it
a
was pretty
killing
good.
or?
We did okay. We did
Yeah,
pretty
we're
good.
still
Like
burning, so we were a little slow
Yeah.
on it. But we sold all the Nugget shirts we made.
everyone we
so
made, we sold.
Okay.
Our thing is it's hard. We don't have enough time to do everything we want to do. Like
You guys are
it's just
busy,
not enough
man.
time in the day to do everything.
What's your typical schedule on the pediatric care place, Valerie?
I work 4 10s and I have Thursdays off. So I go in about 7:30 till whenever we're done. Our last patient's gone. So
And then your Amazon schedule typically. So I'm trying to find out how much time you have free time to do the
I
selling
do.
and the shirts.
Well, I'm doing it's called Amazon Flex, so it's like I'm a independent contractor, 1099 with them.
Mm.
So I use my own vehicle, and I'm doing about. We're getting ready to go to Vegas for her birthday. Next Thursday we'll be there. Next Wednesday night. So I've been doing 14-hour days. So I've been leaving here about
Oh,
4:30 in the
I
morning.
remember those days, man.
Coming home.
14-hour days.
And
I'm
that's by choice. That's by choice. I mean, I make my own schedule. So if
yeah.
I didn't want to do that, then I would just make average. I would do 8, but because we're getting ready to go for her birthday, and it's her birthday, so I got to give her a birthday present. So I'm trying to kill it
Yeah.
right now.
So as
Even
Amazon makes so much money, they don't worry about you making overtime, do they?
Oh no, no. How it works is like they send out these blocks, like 3-hour blocks, 3 to 5 hour blocks, and it says, the 3 hours they're gonna pay you $90. If you want to accept it, you accept it. You find one that you like, and then you accept it. So
Yeah.
I usually find one that I'll like, and then I mean they pay pretty good. Like I done blocks, I done a 4-hour block for $168 before, like last weekend for 4 hours. And like I said, this is the kind of work I've been doing my whole life. So I finished it in like 3 hours and made $168. So I
Cash
mean,
money, man.
yeah.
Can't argue with that. So I'm going to ask you and I wrote this down in quotes, and I was going to say, how'd you get started in Keno? And Felix wrote this. Well, Valerie was losing her ass in slots. So who watched whose mom play Keno?
I was watching my mom.
Your
So
mom, okay.
I would just play like the nickels or quarters on the
Yeah.
slot. And I was done losing my ass. So I was sitting there, I guess, sadly watching my mom play.
Right.
And she said, "Here, put $20 in this machine." She gave me $20 and she put it in a Keno machine next to her. And she said, "Okay, pick some numbers." It was like 6 numbers. And I honestly remember it was birthdays. So I picked the numbers and
you hit them all.
I hit them all.
He hit them all.
I was hooked. Keno is the easiest game to win on, and that was it.
I mean, how do you? I always talk about beginner's luck, but you pick a 6 spot and you hit them all within the first $20 of your ever playing Keno. I think we all got hooked on that thing. So now you're the Keno Warriors,
right?
Well,
what's your local? Go ahead.
When we were well, how we got into during COVID, I started looking up Keno, and then I found all you guys. I found the Quick Hundies and you and Big Daddy Keno, and we started watching all the videos.
Yeah.
And then I told her, I was like, well, once COVID was over, we were like, everybody's in the house she actually worked through whole COVID, so she was working all the time.
I worked every day. I didn't get a day off for 9 months when SeaWorld was closed.
So yeah, she worked through the whole thing, but once it was over, we were just tired of being in the house, so we said, we were going to the casino every weekend up here in Blackhawk, and I was like, babe, I looked up Keno and I found all you guys, and I didn't realize how much stuff was out there, so
yeah.
Then I found everybody, and I was like, why don't we record our videos? And then it was how we came up with the name, because we were trying to find something that rhymes with Keno, And we were like the Latino
Close enough.
Kenos,
Close enough.
yeah, the Bino Kenos. We could not find a name, and she was like,
Beano Kinos.
Yeah.
Not Beano
yeah.
Kinos.
So we were trying to find a name, and she was like, I mean, everything like she was like, why don't we just be the Keno Warriors? Because like back in the day, growing up, like I used to make music, and we were called
Oh.
Warrior Pro. We were called Warrior Pro, and everything I do is like I like the Ultimate Warrior was my favorite wrestler.
Oh my gosh.
Evander Holyfield, my favorite boxer, and he always wore Warrior shorts. And then the
I noticed how
movie-
you said you didn't say wrestler, you said wrestler.
yeah,
That's
wrestler.
that's old school.
Yeah, and then the movie The Warriors too, from 1970, I think it's 78 or 79. That movie,
Yeah, the
Warriors.
gang fight
Yeah,
one
The
more is
Warriors,
right.
yeah.
Classic.
So, yeah,
If you guys
yeah,
come
that's my
out
favorite
to
movie.
play,
Yeah,
love
there
that
you
movie.
go. Yeah, so then she was like, "Why don't we just be Keno Warriors?" Because like everything we do is like I said, my daughter, we named their softball team the Wheat Ridge Warriors, and so we was like, "Why don't we just be Keno Warriors?" And she came up with the name, so it worked out good.
That works.
Yeah.
More shout outs. Sonia from Straight Up Sauce. How are you, sweetheart? How are you doing? Great to see you. Gamblebee's in the house. Gamblebee. DD Star. Karen Payne. She's bragging about your six spot already. Mr.
Oh,
Mitch.
yeah.
At the mailman. At any. Okay, we're getting to those questions too. So you said you found KenoNation. Val was hooked after hitting a 6 spot on her first try ever. Do you have a favorite game that you like to play as your go-to game?
Mine's Caveman. I
Caveman.
used to like Cleo. I was stuck on Cleo for a really long time, and then
You
she
talked
quit.
yourself out of it. I talked Ellen out of Cleo too. I only play Cleo when I'm desperate.
Yeah, Cleo doesn't like me very much, so I switched
Yeah.
to Caveman. I'm stuck
Yeah.
with Caveman.
And
Yeah.
I like to play multi-card, and she hates
I hate
multi-card. I like 20,
multi-card.
20, like Big Daddy Keno from watching all his videos, all his vids.
Yeah.
Got me hooked on 20 card multi-card Keno. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I played. And then after that is Caveman.
So what place do you play at? What's your typical go-to place to play? Is there local in your area?
Yeah, there's Blackhawk, Colorado, and Central
Somebody
City. There's
just said they play at Blackhawk. Let's see. Somebody just said that out loud in the chat.
Yeah, someone said they were in Blackhawk.
oh really? Wow.
Yeah.
Who was it? Let's see here. I'm scrolling back to the chat here. Is it Blackhawk? It is. Oh my gosh. They're going so fast. Teresa O'Brien in the house. Karen Payne. Was it Karen Payne? Let's see. Oh my gosh. They're also saying happy early birthday to you, Valerie. Good luck in your
Thank
trip.
you.
Good luck in your trip. You know, you guys are a big hit already because you're on the show. No,
Yeah.
somebody said, who said they play at Blackhawk? I've heard about Blackhawk.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Let
There's
me let me say that much slower. I've heard about Black Hawk. Sorry. Hurricane Pain. Yes. They have good Keno selections there.
yes, they have there's about 20 casinos up there, so and it's about
20.
yeah, there's 20 casinos up there.
Holy cow.
Blackhawk has maybe like what do you think, like 12, and then Central City has like 8. So it's pretty good size up
Oh
there.
my gosh.
And yeah, there's some casinos, they have huge selection of Keno, like they have all the Buffalo and the Wolf Run and the little Leprechaun one and everything. So
Yeah.
it's pretty good selection up there. We like to play at the local casino. It's called the Sasquatch, and it's just like a little casino. They don't have no table games in there. It's real like
small.
they treat you like family in there, so it's cool. You
Wow.
know what I mean? It's funny because anything over $100, it's a hand pay. So the poor workers are always running around paying everybody because you get a hand pay if you hit over $100. So it's pretty weird, but I don't know. But
So Gambleby just said in the chat, and it's kind of interesting. She says at the place she plays Keno, you have to fill out a form to play Keno. What Gambleby? What casino is that? That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
I never heard of that either.
Oh, that maybe they're talking about live Keno.
Oh yeah, the old. That's right, the old school where you fill the form, you walked it up to the guy at the counter, and he cleans out numbers. Straight Up Slots plays at Blackhawk. She said she was there last year. We loved it there. Been to all of them. It's just like they were traveling. Like they used to be a long haul trucker, and a couple. They would go play everywhere. They even came to San Diego one time, and I just happened to miss them. Okay, you have two different players. What's your favorite set of numbers? You have your own, or do you use the patterns you've seen around?
Mine says the 4 spot in the corner. My little 4 spot.
Like a postage stamp kind of thing?
I used to pick 5 numbers because at one point I was on a cruise, and I picked the first little 4 corner and 15, and I won $400 on that. And then I switched it to the other corner and won on that. And then I switched again to the other corner, cashed out $1,200 on the casino.
On the cruise,
God.
on the cruise, and you know them machines are tight on the
Those
cruise.
are tight, and no Uncle Taxman when you go. Those are nice.
That is nice. So I'm stuck on my little 4 corner.
Yeah. How about you, Felix?
The quick undies. I'm watching Brian. He's betting 3 spots and 4 spots, and he's betting like $5 to $10. So I've been doing a 4 spot, maybe like $3 or $4. I like and I don't know why I know number 4 is because my daughter, that's her birthday, and her softball jersey is number 4. So I always pick the number 4. Everything I do is always has the 4 in it. But I've been trying to get the 4 spot with like a $5 bet with some eggs to get a pay like that.
Yeah. I always I give Brian a hard time because I always call his 3 spot like an act of desperation because 3, come on,
Well, we were just at the casino last weekend, and I never seen nobody play Keno like this. This guy was next to us, and he wasn't even drinking or anything. He had a few drinks, but it ain't like he was sitting there playing to drink. He was doing a 2 spot. And he was doing a 2 spot on like a $2 bet. And I mean, he got it up to like 150, and then of course he put it all back, and then he just
that never happens. That never happens. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh my God. I never seen nobody play like that. So I don't know. Do you feel like when the machine's ready to hit, it's gonna hit, or do you think?
Because I've been very vocal about Ellen and I hit a $7,000 jackpot at the Palms at KenoNation 5, and then between Ellen and I. We hit nothing. I mean, nothing for 4 months. And in the last 3 weeks, we took $200 to Yamava just to meet some friends. Like, hey, we're broke. Let's just take a couple bucks. And I lost my $200 in literally 20 minutes. And then she hit there's a video coming out in the tent. She hits a major on this game we've never heard of for $800. So of course, she spread it out. Here's your 400. Here's my 400. And then in the last 3.5 weeks, I've hit 14 hand pays.
Yeah, I heard you put 10.
And I'm like, what? So like tomorrow, I'm putting out a Caveman Keno video. I hit 3 hand pays, 2 in 5 minutes on the same machine, and that's a fun video. And then the next video coming out, Ellen hit 5 majors in 2 days.
Wow.
I mean, what? And we're going, this is not happening, right? We're on a crazy run right now. We're almost like, and then she did something last Thursday, which is off the charts. It's bigger than my biggest jackpot, and my biggest jackpot's 20,000. Crazy. So that video's coming out soon because we're putting together. We want to dress it up. We might do a premiere. I don't know, but it just it was one of those like, no way that just happened. Like what?
I just watched we just watched one of your videos where you said you just put 10 grand in the bank.
Yes. So we actually we had won all those hand pays in a row, and we drove home from the casino. I go, let's just go straight to the bank. We put 10 grand and paid off some debt. And then she hit this monster. We paid off $17,000 in debt on Friday. So, I mean, life is good after doing nothing and getting ready to give up the whole thing and just let's do some fun stuff. And then now we're like, this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun again. So,
I think, and I know it's not like that, but it's like, I feel like the quick hundies, and everybody makes it look so easy. And
oh my gosh,
oh my God! Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know why we play Keno.
Right.
But everybody makes it look easy. But I know it got. I mean, I never had a hand pay ever. The most I ever won is like $1,000. I never had a hand pay.
Because I'm not a big bettor. I think my biggest bet, and I'm nervous when I bet it, is $5, and I'm nervous at $5. But I'm a $2 bettor, $3 bettor. All my biggest wins are on $2.
On the bell, right?
Yeah, my biggest win is $20,000 on a $2 bet, and that was a crazy week. I hit 7 out of 8. I was playing 1 card Keno. I had 7 out of 8 10 times in 8 days. I'm like, and it was $3,300, and I'm going, I need one more number. And then on the 9th day, I hit all 8 for $20,000. I won $53,000 in 9 days. and going,
Nice.
this is insane. And of course, Barona makes you the diamond and they give you a parking spot because they want you to keep playing and they put you up
Yeah.
in, they give you the suite every week and they give you the steakhouse. We went to the steakhouse like 30 times in 5 months and they paid the bill every single time. And did we
Nice.
get the 20 grand back? Probably over the life of the 5 months, but it was fun. I mean, I
Yeah.
talk about it too. The living the comp lifestyle. If you like going to casinos and you like going to Vegas and living comps, it's a lot of fun. If you can somehow
Yeah.
manage to maintain your bankroll during those comp,
Yeah.
it
Well,
is
that's one
fun.
thing. That's one thing we do get out of all our losing is we do get a lot of comps in Vegas. We
Yeah.
like to just hang out on Fremont Street though. So we like I would say this last 10 trips we went is we've been staying at Al Cortez. They always give us free rooms. This for her birthday, they gave us a free 3 night stay and then
There you go.
like the $100 in food and I think I don't know $50 in
Yeah,
free play or something. So
free
they always
food.
give us free rooms. So I mean, probably because we're always losing over there, like you said. So, but yeah, it's cool.
David H said, "Oh my God." David H says, "I've been playing." Let me roll this up because it's hilarious. I got messed up thing. I've been playing 8, 9, 10, 19, 20, 30, 40 for 40 years. I'm due to hit any day now.
That's how I feel. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
You know,
feel
sometimes
when it's dry, it's dry.
yeah, no, sometimes when Keno gets rough, I'll go play craps. I mean, that's what I started with.
Yeah, you're like
For
I'm so that's they did the same thing.
yeah,
I
I'll go
started at
play
crap
craps. And usually I'll do pretty good on there. And so
because as YouTube provider or content providers, you always wonder, okay, I'm going to show everything, but then when you have 9, 10 losing videos in a row, I go, do our viewers really want to watch us lose?
yeah, yeah, for
Not,
sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're in the chat, do you guys care what we show? I know you guys like seeing the wins, but I have a hard time wanting to show you 9 losing videos in a row. I mean,
Oh yeah, because
I know I chat it up and have fun talking and stuff, but it's tough to put in $300 and walk away and losing $300 in 10 minutes because it happens all the time.
yeah, I honestly think like for me as a fan of everybody, I like to watch the videos if they're wins or losses. You know what I mean? I don't know. We watch all the videos
Mhm.
if
Yeah.
they're wins or losses. So I think they're entertaining. Like you said,
Doris says she likes to see the good and the bad. And Teresa said, I love all videos. Maybe so.
yeah, I think I
Yeah.
don't know. We're gonna put one hand payout one day. Hopefully
Oh,
this
okay.
next 2 days.
I'm gonna move my
There.
number. I used to play 7 numbers all the time, and then I think I got used to hitting the little four spot. So I always got like that little $200, $300 payback to play with.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
maybe that's how I think I got stuck with that. But it sounds like
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that 7 number ticket.
Well, to me, in my thinking, because if you look at a standard 1 card Keno screen and hitting 3 out of 7, I mean, sorry, if you play a 5 spot and it pays 838, but if you pay a 6 spot, it goes from $200 to only $400, right? But if you go from a 6 spot to a 7 spot, it goes from $400 to $1,750. So
Mhm.
it tells me it's a good return on investment for a 5 spot. It's a terrible return on investment for a 6 spot, right? So I don't play very many 6 spots. It's very rare that I do. I do 2 6 spots, and it's the same in my multi card, but I stack a bunch of 5s and I just throw a bunch of 7s on top. Because 7 to me, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong or anybody's right. I'm just saying huge
Yeah,
in
so
any
it makes
Keno game. So
yeah. I never thought about it like that, but it does make sense. I mean,
Yeah.
do the 7 spot if it's that big of a jump. So yeah,
yeah.
that's cool.
But in the gimmick games like Clio or Da Vinci or Wolfie, the 6 spot is a good because it's hard. It's hard to hit 7 spots. It's like hitting a royal flush in video poker. But in the gimmick games where you get 12 free spins or you get multiple spins or whatever, or unlimited spins like a Wolfie, I've watched Michelle hit a 6 spot for $2,000 on a live that she had 200 and something spins and she never got the 6 spot, but she got 4 out of 6, 4 out of 6, 4 out of 6, 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6, 4, and it built from a I think it was a $3 bet, huh, Michelle? Back in your first time we were sitting next to it at the Cosmopolitan. The bonus lasted for 45 minutes, never getting the 6 spot, but it built to $2,000. So those games, I think 6 is right. Quick Honey says, but those 6 out of 7s are nice. Yes, they are. You'll see in my video tomorrow. I have 3 hand pays, all 6 out of 7 for good money. Man, it's fun talking to you guys.
Cool. You too.
Felix texted me yesterday. He says we're really, really nervous. I go, you're not nervous anymore, right?
No, not now, but you know,
Yeah.
they 10 minutes when you text me the 10-minute warning, it was like the same feeling as when we went to KenoNation. Like it was just we were so nervous, you know. So
Yeah.
it was the same feeling. But like you said, once
But as you know now, and all the people in this chat can tell you, is we really, it's very cliche to say, hey, we're a family, we're a community. But in our group, we're an older crowd, and I don't say that with any, it's not a derogatory term, but we're not a, we all love each other, and it's so evident because KenoNation's grown from nothing to now we're going to have 120 people from all over the country come out just to hang out. And if we want to play, we play. But you guys are part of that. When you guys showed up at KenoNation 5, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and now you're ingrained in all of our memory. We know everybody knows your faces now, and you're such a pleasant couple to talk to, and you got a lot going on in your lives. You got a whole house full of kids, and you got jobs and side hustles and things going on. It's awesome.
We actually just became grandparents.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Your oldest boy had a child?
No, the
21-year-old has a little baby girl.
Okay. Is that Isabel?
Her name's Azalea. Dominic,
Alia.
my 21-year-old little girl. Her name's Azalea.
Congratulations.
So yeah, we're now grandparents. So that's just, she keeps me busy.
So Valerie, you're like you look about 24 years old. So you're a 24-year-old grandmother.
Yes, thank you.
Felix was not wrong. He got the woman he wanted. You're absolutely gorgeous. And because my wife does all my editing, when I send her the picture and I go, wow, Felix's wife is gorgeous. So
thanks.
Ellen said that. So and Ellen does not lie. So
I told her, I said, babe, pick a picture and send it to James. And she picked one where she's super cute, and I look all weird.
Told me
like,
to send
I was like, that's gonna be.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was
I really want to thank you for coming out tonight. I know that people are skipping football tonight, but it was a pleasure talking to you guys. Love seeing you again. I can't wait. We're going to get the KenoNation 6 dates out here as soon as Brian gets the finalities on all this stuff. It's coming soon. I'm meeting Brian and Michelle and Rob and Brenda and Wayno and JoJo and Big Daddy Keno and his wife for the first time is going to come meet us. We're all meeting at the end of September, first day of October, and we're going to walk a couple properties and finalize details. We're asking for a lot because, like I said in a couple of years before, we have Kenos asking for our business now instead of us begging to come. And it's a good position. We have 3 properties asking us to bring KenoNation to their property. So Brian is being the salesman. Say, well, then you got to give us this. You got to give us this. You got to give us. We want a party. We want some booze. We want some food. We want to. We want, and we want it for 3 days. We don't want it for 1 day. We want it. So Brian and Michelle are pumping the product, and we'll come out with a date here soon. But again, thanks for meeting me tonight and talking. It's been awesome. Be a pleasure to meet you again.
Yeah, can't wait to get together again. Another KenoNation 6. That was fun. Wait. It was nice.
All right. Thanks for coming out again. Hey, thanks everybody. Don't forget we have Jackie from Slot 60 Travel on this Sunday, 9 o'clock, right after Coffee and Keno. Love you. See ya.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.